Hey guys, I'm Colwen, and I've got another comparison video going on right now. I've got Transformers Legacy Buzzsaw, which is a repaint of Kingdom Wars Waspinator against the Transformers Generations 30th Anniversary Waspinator. And before we get going, listen, Waspinator, I know you're having fun playing with your little minicom, but got a video to do, and I've got to ask you to stop playing with yourself. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this out of the way. This is the Minicon Waspinator that came out with the Scout Class Starscream in the 30th anniversary line. They had a bunch of Scout Class guys that they included with little Minicom characters that they thought was, theme appropriate. It's the Waspinator one. He's got swivel shoulders. He's got swivel legs that move together. There's a single bar through the middle in there. And you can transform him into a wasp mode simply by flipping the head up. And there is a target master mode where you just squeeze the wings together and extend forward this barrel. I think you're supposed to keep the wasp head kind of there. And there he is in his gun mode. And we'll bring him back in to show off later on for some other pictures. We have here, oh no, we gotta get him out of the box. So yeah, like I was saying, with this guy, he's this is Buzzsaw. He's the Kingdom Wars Waspinator, but they gave him different colors and they gave him a different head. And I think it's basically the old school Beast Wars mutant head for Waspinator, but I might be wrong on that. On the box here, we've got the Legacy logos, we got the name, we got Transformers, we got this cool artwork of Buzzsaw himself in his wasp mode. We've got on the side here, we've got some side artwork of him. Other side, we've got some cross-cell artwork. On the back, we've got the pictures of the character himself. And I can already see that they did borrow a lot of design stuff for the Kingdom Wars Waspinator from the 30th anniversary one. But it seems like they just skipped out on some stuff. Like, he's got a different weapon. He doesn't have the spring-loaded wing gimmick. His wings may not even really be posable either. But we will get into that when we open them up. Speaking of which, alright. So I've got Buzzsaw here out of the packaging. Let me go ahead and bring the Thrilling 30 Waspinator back over. Oh, wow. I'm surprised at how much taller the Thrilling 30 Waspinator is. Did I do something wrong with his knees? No, I didn't. Okay, hey, he's whole standing straight up there. Yeah, okay. First, let me say, I'm a little bit disappointed in the Kingdom Wars Waspinator, and I'm very much so glad that I got a repaint version of it. Especially glad that I got it on discount. Let me go ahead and bring over Kingdom Wars. Well, he's not King. Well, yeah, he is Kingdom Wars, but that's the repaint of Air Razor. Let's bring in Hubcap and bring over Film Noir Spider-Man, and let's get Scourge up in here. Put everybody back. And the cars. And because it'll be funny to see later on, here's Refractor, the Siege Refractor. So let me go ahead and start by talking about Thrilling 30 Waspinator. This is not his original gun. That's from another character, but I think it's cool with him. So, Thrilling 30 Waspinator, for an update to the old 90s Waspinator, he was great. He's got very screen accurate proportions. This right here in his elbows, I did that to help increase his articulation. Otherwise, he'll just have standard 90-degree elbows. But he's got a little bit extra movement there. And I put a couple of holes in this guy also for storing other weapons. I did do some customizations of this guy, okay? Dude, that head sculpt. That head sculpt is spot on. He's got this great big old huge light piping ball in the back. So his eyes light up really good. You can can even see the difference right there just by me putting the finger over the back. That's really nice. All the nice blue paint on his eyes for the bug eyes. He's got the nice Predacon symbol on the back, different bits of green and stuff all over these wings. Really nice wings. Also, look at this. He's got a flapping wing gimmick, which works both in robot mode and bug mode. All this nice semi-mechanical, semi-organic detailing. The bug legs down here are nice little ball joints. Articulation-wise, dude, he's got a really nice, really capable ball joint. He can't do any side-to-side movement, but he can look very well up, so you get a nice flying pose going on. He's got ball-jointed shoulders. He's got ball-jointed elbows. He's got swivels at the wrists. No waist articulation. That's partially because of the transformation. It is because of the transformation, no waist articulation. Ball-jointed hips with right at the thigh swivels. And very nice backwards 90-degree legs. And he can really get the reverse leg going if he really wants to. But that's mainly for transformation. And he's got the forward and backward ankles, but not any side to side. So, yeah. We'll get into the articulation on the Kingdom Wars one in a minute, but, like, he's good. He's good. Waspinator is good. And as far as weapon storage goes, right here in his back abdomen here, we fold it out, and we've got his little Stinger blaster gun going on here. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let me go ahead and put 30th Waspinator over here and bring in... Okay, so remember, this is Kingdom Waspinator. They just repainted him and gave him a different head. So I'm going to compare the engineering and the articulation and all that. Okay, so I see what they did with him, and I don't like it. I appreciate some aspects, but I don't like others. Main and first foremost, they got rid of the moving wings. There's no spring-loaded action gimmick. They're just popped in on their own ball joints. Like, yeah, it makes for them to pose and stay in place better, but I kind of like the old gimmick thing. His chest does open up. I think I might have just closed that a moment ago. I like the head sculpt on this guy, and I'm glad that I got the repainted one so that it can be a different character. That's why, mainly why I waited to get the repaint. It's a different character, can have it differently in my collection. But like, it's still a simplified Waspinator. They simplified the Thrilling 30 Waspinator. They cut out different articulation things. They cut out transformation things and simplified the transformation. He's got universal jointed shoulders, which is nice compared to ball joint, but universal jointed shoulders can break. Ball joint just pops loose. He's got an at the shoulder swivel. He's got a straight pinned swivel elbow. He's got swivel at the wrist. He does have waist articulation. That is a plus over the Thrilling 30. Did I say the head? Yeah, no, the head's nice and ball jointed posability. His light piping doesn't work very well, because the back is clear and then the eyes are painted over, but like, it's a translucent paint, so like, it might even be two separate No, it's a light paint. Yeah, and okay, from different angles the light piping works. Straight on, not so much, but from the side, the light piping works pretty well. They, instead of just painting the eyes, they gave him like this weird translucent thing. So that's cool also. You get light reflecting off it and all that. Okay, alright. Universal jointed hips. Again, that's, some people consider that a plus over ball joints. They're not bad. Their universal jointed hips are good. He's got nice 90-degree knee swivel with the reverse. Again, that's the transformation. He's got the same feet. Very similar feet as the Thrilling 30, but they were able to work in an ankle rocker. So, pluses and minuses. They simplified the transformation, but they were able to give him extra articulation that the older one didn't have. Cool. He's got this nice, he's got this funky shelf butt thing going on. Back here, they stored the gun. Oh, real quick, he's got siege ports in his feet and at the back of his ankles, and that would count as a siege port also, both for the underside and the backside when you have the weapon out. So you can really load him up with weaponry if you really wanted to. And there's his gun also. So, like, in robot mode, again, I see what they did with the Kingdom Waspinator. They simplified it and they were able to add in articulation. That's really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the thrilling 30 Waspinator transformation. First, you're going to want to take his gun out. And let's take a quick look at that thing real quick. It is very nice. I like it. It's got the bug butt going on because in the show, that's how he used his gun. And they made the barrel tip out of this weird pearlescent, shiny, clear, translucent plastic. And what's nice about this piece of translucent plastic is that it is absolutely not weight-bearing in the least. So which means it's going to last you a very long time as a decorative piece of plastic. Gonna fold that over. And we're going to stick it back here in his abdomen. Come on. There we go. And it's nice how the barrel sticks out the end. And yes, the wings are made out of a similar pearlescent, weird, translucent, shiny plastic. So, transformation. You're going to start by folding his feet down, straightening his arms out, and pull his arms away from his torso. And that's... See, this is one thing they removed with the Kingdom Wars one. They ditched this bit of automorph here. You push the arms in, the chest opens. You pull the arms out, the chest closes. That is very nice. Very cool piece of automorph right there. You're going to take the front of the chest and pull it away. And there's this double hinge inside the back. And you're going to use that to fold the robot mode head up underneath. And from this angle here, you can actually see the way the automorph works to push the chest, push the arms in, pull it out, push the arms in, pull it out. Very nice little mechanical feature right there. You're going to take the arms, fold them inwards, and then using the ball joints, you're going to swivel them all the way back. And as you swivel them back, you're going to want to reorientate the arms to where the elbows are facing downwards. And just kind of ignore the bug legs for right now. Let's see here. Come back here to the waist. And we're going to disconnect the crotch piece from the internal waist. And going to turn it around on this brown stem we have up here. And then hinge it back down. There is a... These little tabs are going to go into like this little square here at the back. There we go. Take the knees and fold them backwards. And we're going to take this hinge here. And it's very tight. And you bring it all the way forward. And tuck the legs up. Tuck the... There we go. Make sure the back of the knees go up against this little yellow hinge part here. And fold the feet up. Those are done. The elbows here have these weird little, have this peg here that's going to go into like this little half circle there. There we go. And now that we have the body all done, we can go ahead and reorientate the legs. And I didn't comment, I should have mentioned this earlier, but his front legs are single legs on his robot mode legs. But on the Thrilling 30, they have the double legs on the robot mode legs and the single legs on the arms. It's the other way around on the... I just think that's interesting. Oh, also, there's these tabs on the arms. They're going to tab into these slots on the legs to help keep everything in place. But we got to still reorientate the legs. Let's lay down the wings. And there we have... Thrilling 30 Waspinator in his robot mode. And we're going to go ahead and push him off to the side right now, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go. Yeah, that is another running issue. The waist doesn't want to stay tabbed in properly sometimes. So we're going to take the gun, And again, the gun is a very simple gun. You got most of the mech detailing underneath the bug butt abdomen. It might be Blush compatible, but probably really isn't. Let me go ahead and take a look real quick. Oh no, this little tip is way too thin to hold a Blush part. So yeah, it is not Blush compatible. But we're gonna go ahead and still peg that in there, and it fits in there very nice and flush. Just go ahead and ignore the legs, ignore the bug legs, ignore the wings. So, start the transformation, similar to the other one, we're going to just go ahead and fold the feet down. There is no automorph gimmick anymore, so we're just going to close the bug chest up. We're going to take the chest away from the torso, and using that same double hinge, bring that down so we can fold the head up. There is a slot there and a tab there. That's going to go together. The robot mode arms, you're going to straighten them up and then fold them underneath. And orientate so that the bug legs are sticking out the side. He's got the little Predacon logo on his shoulder there. Now, this little hole here is going to go onto this little tab there. So let's go ahead and bring the arm up. Oh, he's got I didn't see these before. He's got siege holes on the back of his arms also. Okay. So he's got several siege ports. You can really load him up if you want to. You'd probably use the fossilizers. And no, I don't have any fossilizers. I might get some sometime. Okay, so we got to make sure to have his wrist orientated in such a way that it's flat and that we can get that hole pegged in there. There we go. Okay. Fold that in there. Straighten out the wrist. There we go. Okay. We got the arms folded up underneath. Now, that is nice that they do tuck the arms in better on this one. I will give that. We're going to go ahead and bring the waist around. And the stem isn't nearly as long as the other one, but it's still the same. Twist around on the stem. Break the knees forward. The bug mode legs do get blocked off by some of the leg molding. Right here, there's a tab on the foot that's going to go into the other foot. And then these hooks here are going to go around these pieces here. So fold that all up underneath into the bug butt. Bring the bug thorax butt thing forward. And then right up in here. You see that right in there? Those are going to clip in there. That's going to clip there. And yeah. There, we have him in his bug mode. Adjust the legs around a bit. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, and let's go ahead and bring in the little Minicon Waspinator real quick. Can have all three of them next to each other. Let me bring in my Film Noir Spider-Man. Oh, that'd be terrifying, having to deal with wasps this friggin' big. Oh my goodness. Hey, yo, you're not drunk. You stay standing. We have Scourge again. That would be terrifying. That'd probably be even worse. We've got the cars. And yes, because I said it would be funny. Now, if that's a standard camera, and those are still... That'd still be pretty scary to deal with a wasp that big. So, we can see, when we put them side by side, the Kingdom one is noticeably smaller. Like, he's an emaciated, like, if he's a fat, chubby wasp, then the Kingdom Wars one is like a murder wasp, is a murder hornet or something like that. Like, he's chubby and fat, and he's all angulared out and all mean and looking to really start some violence going on here. So I will give that is pretty cool. They made him look meaner, but in the end, all they did was strip out gimmicks to make him, and the stripped out gimmicks allowed them to do added articulation. They did tuck the arms under better, but this right here, you gotta have your flappy wings. They need more flappy wings. If you missed out on the Thrilling 30 and you can get yourself a Kingdom Wars Waspinator, it's a good Waspinator. If you already have Kingdom Wars Waspinator, then you already have it. If you already have the Thrilling 31, don't get Kingdom Wars Waspinator. Get Legacy Buzzsaw, because he is a different character, and I can accept this is my Waspinator, and this is just some other Wasp robot. They did give him articulated mandibles and articulated antenna, so that is again a cool plus. They're both good figures. Try and get a hold of both of them, but get the Thrilling 31 and then get the Buzzsaw one. I would, yeah, I'm repeating myself again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Thank you for watching, though. This has been comparison of Legacy Buzzsaw / Kingdom Wars Waspinator with the Thrilling 30 Waspinator. Again, thank you for watching.